It's time for more The Legend of Korra. I'm getting more and more somber throughout each of these intros as I come closer to the end of The Legend of Korra, but so excited. Today we are going to be doing Season 4, Episode 10. What happened in the previous episode? Honestly, I've been so distracted by other stuff right now. I just finished editing a really long video. Oh, that's right. Last episode we had like Zahir teaching Korra about the spirit world and such. Like, that was pretty crazy to bring him back and have him. I mean, it makes a lot of sense, right? He's a popular character. He's not dead. And it's a position in the world where he does, like, there is good reason to have him assist at this point and help Korra out, because he damaged the world, but this wasn't the world that he wanted to create. You know, he damaged the world hoping that he would be there to pick up the pieces, and now he isn't. So I'm really excited to see how this season progresses, because we're getting closer and closer to the end. And I know I keep saying that, but I'm sort of like trying to let it set into my soul so I'm ready for it, because I don't just not want to say goodbye to this show. I also want to not say goodbye to you guys who've been watching this show. I've been just adoring reading your comments, and I know that, like, I'm reading your comments like 4 weeks late because I'm ahead on Patreon, and a lot of you guys on YouTube commenting, you know, I don't read your comments in time for me to be able to act on that information. But it's still been so nice to read them. It's been some of the most insightful comments that I've possibly ever read, like, on my channel or just ever have been on this series. It's been really interesting, been so nice, but you know what? We should talk about that all whenever we get to the final episode of this show, and I'll properly thank you guys then. So yeah, anyway, let's get to Season 4, Episode 10 of The Legend of Korra. Support this video if you can. As always, I'm a small channel, every little bit counts, and my Patreon account is in the description below. It is many weeks ahead. By now, we probably are done or finishing up The Legend of Korra on my Patreon account. So if you're watching this on YouTube, you can watch the entire series, full-length version, on my Patreon account right now. Go check that out. Here we go, jumping into the 10th episode of Season 4 of The Legend of Korra. Operation Beifong. Oh, shit. Okay. Bolin, win back your girl. Your adorable girl.
And saving our love. Because I vow to repair the rift that has grown betwixt us. You, zip it, now. Had enough of your babble on the ride in.
Yeah, he's probably talking about that the entire way.
We'll have to go in for a closer look.
Don't bother. All the prisoners have been moved.
Toph!
Hey, Chief.
Hey, Chief.
Chief!
Grandma Toph! You were
Call your
only
mum
up to
Chief.
my waist the last...
This can't be happening!
What, do you have to pee or something?
No, my name is Bolin. I'm dating your granddaughter. I mean, kind of. I may have screwed that up, but I said that. Can I have a hug too?
What's up with him?
He's an
Toph
actor.
doesn't really hug.
So, there's a factory and re-education facility not too far away.
How do you know that?
He worked
Bolin
for
used to
her.
work for Kuvira.
Dating the kind of dipstick who works for Kuvira.
Oh.
Used to.
Not his silver tongue, I can tell you that.
Please tell me this attitude isn't hereditary.
Bolin's taking a lot of shots from everyone. Poor guy.
Grandma, this is Juicy.
I'm gonna try to
I
stop
thought
calling him
Opal
stupid.
was smelly.
And once he chooses you, you can't change. Believe me, I checked.
Oh, wow.
Borders are secure and troops are guarding the rail lines into the city.
It's a flying mecha suit. Asami
Like Asami ducking.
It doesn't have a spirit ray. I'm telling you what I told Kuvira. That
It's too
technology
dangerous.
should not be used.
I need spirit vine weapons, and I need them now.
I appreciate
Kuvira's harvesting of the
Varrick's
vines in the swamp that
morals
caused the
here.
Republic City vines to go crazy and grab all those people.
Why can't you harvest the vines?
I won't do that. I can convince them to help us defend it somehow.
That's not a bad idea.
We should be evacuating the ordinary citizens so that if Kuvira attacks, they won't be hurt.
Is that
That's
a terrible idea?
actually
I
a
don't
good
think so.
idea.
Yeah.
Prince Wu, you work with the police to coordinate getting people out of the city. Now everyone get to it. I
Good
want
job,
daily updates.
Prince Wu. Congrats.
You're starting to act like the kind of king I'd like to work for.
Thanks.
Aw.
And if Korra buys this man of the people thing, I still might get to date her.
Oh
always
my
have to win
god.
Come up, girls. Every work of art, every song, every city.
Stop giving away our secrets. I only do this YouTube channel to impress women.
All right, everybody.
I'm wearing a pink shirt.
Initialize phase 1.
Come on, Julie. When are we gonna get your redemption? We gotta get it.
Shut it down.
I would love if Julie was like
The override is
sabotaging this stuff
working. Everyone
secretly.
needs to evacuate. This thing is going to blow.
Oh, jeez. Oh,
This channeling ring was cracked. That's what caused the reaction to overload.
that feels like.
Now we're taking and checking everything.
I wonder if
Nothing is
Julie
too
did it.
small.
You know, that's
This
my
has to be ready
prediction.
by tomorrow.
I feel like that would be something she'd do. She intentionally sabotages little bits.
You two have seen each other.
Of years.
Try 20.
20
Flies
years.
when you get to be my age. Glad we can put all that behind us.
Right. We.
Oh, she's still not great with her mother,
Okay,
understandably.
There's the factory.
Wow, look how perfectly she sealed it there.
Someone's coming. Hide.
Oh shit, it's Kuvira herself.
But you're doing everything you can to fix those, correct?
I trust in
Of
Julie.
course, Your Eminence.
I trust in Julie.
Lying.
Yes!
Troops and
Yes!
factory workers to attend tomorrow's demonstration.
Amazing. I knew I could trust in her.
Take out destroy a cannon. I'm here to save my family.
Aw.
It will.
And free Sue without being spotted.
Good thinking, Bolin.
Thanks.
Aw.
Kind of have a headache now.
Good job. Man, all the less intelligent characters are getting their moments in this episode.
Can I talk to you? And you're gone.
I don't talk to women, sorry.
It's like they're abandoning the city.
No, I think they're all just misogynistic.
metal bending.
Maybe you do have some talent.
Aw, that's good.
I can't believe you
Huge
think I'm talented.
praise.
So here's something I've always been curious about. Who's Lynn's dad?
I want to know.
He was a guy named Kanto. Nice man.
Kanto?
But it didn't really work out.
And okay.
What about Sue's dad?
I forgave you for all your garbage a long time ago, and Sue and I worked things out.
But now that we're together again, I remember why we stopped talking.
Oh.
You make me furious. And when I tell you,
You know what?
you don't care.
I appreciate
Let's be
she's
face
at least
Sue, you and I
telling
are
Toph. She didn't communicate with Sue about her feelings for a long time. So her talking this out with Toph at least is admirable. That's growth.
The guards are on the other side of that door. We'll have to be quiet.
Oh shit. What the hell? This guy looks like an older Bolin. Like, it looks like he could be Bolin's dad.
I gotcha.
Oh shit. That's what it takes to catch one of these guys? Oh my gosh.
Can fire the weapon.
Okay, alright.
What's wrong?
Oh, it's failing
Something
again.
minor. The distributor pin is gone. Placed yesterday. There's no way. It
Oh,
could
this
just
is
fallen
great.
out. It could cause it to explode.
Yeah.
What do you know about this?
Nothing.
I thought she would be able to find it. Oh, Julie, you're gonna get stabbed.
You're a monster.
Yes,
I regret
baby.
Nothing.
Okay, Julie did a good job at holding their progress back, though.
And Bolin will catch you.
Just leave me. I'll stay here.
Oh. Oh, he's gonna have the worst ride. Oh my god.
I didn't come all this way to stop now. Fire when ready.
Oh my
I want
God.
to see that.
Oh! Sister saving sister. Good shit. Oh. Okay, here comes your sloppy bison.
What? No, I have to go save her.
Yes,
go in there,
yes.
kid.
Good
It's
job,
suicide.
Bolin.
We've been through too much together. I can't leave her.
Oh, yeah.
No, Julie doesn't make mistakes. You guys leave. If we make it out, we'll get to the city
Yeah,
somehow.
they've shown time and time again Julie's very competent.
You guys get out of here. I have to go with Bolin.
You're taking the bison?
We can't let Opal be the coolest.
If you all want to get yourselves captured again or worse,
Come on, Toph.
I told you never to call me that.
Poor guy.
You felt the effects of Kuvira cutting down spirit vines.
These are some
But
ugly
now
fucking
isn't the time for you to
spirits.
flee the city.
We don't get involved with human wars.
Oh shit. You're
Spirits
cool
work
as
with
fuck.
Unalaq, but as the Avatar, I'm hoping that you will come to my aid to save the new world we all share.
Yeah.
What you
It's
want
supposed to
is
be
exactly
shared.
what Kuvira wants.
If spirits and humans are gonna live together, we have to work with each other.
I agree with Korra, but spirits are kind of dicks.
We have to stop the test.
Oh shit. Yeah. You don't want to kill Opal. Oh wait, was that Toph maybe? Or would that have still been Lin and... It was probably Lin and Sue. Holy shit. Yeah, it was Lin and Sue. See, even these guys are pretty cool. You guys aren't gonna be able to take out Kuvira, but I want to see you try. Oh shit! That's fucking amazing, Sue. Oh, the way she created armor for herself there. God, Sue's cool. Oh shit. Shit, man. I mean, that's the problem with having metal armor, is they can metal bend your armor. Alright, they took a shot at taking out Kuvira. It didn't quite work. Now they're gonna get out of there. Oh shit! Is this Toph? Yes, queen.
You give metal benders a bad name!
That's the inventor of metal bending saying that to you.
Yeah, thanks, Chief. Was just, you know.
Oh.
Look, I ended up with 2 great kids. Good
Oh.
enough to risk my bony old butt for anyway. Maybe that's enough. At least for me.
Oh. I don't hate you, Toph.
I never
And
had
they
any
hugged.
family except for my brother until a few years ago. Reuniting with them made me realize how special it is.
Enough. The gum flapper here.
Aren't you coming back to Republic City with us, Grandma?
Of course she's not.
No, Katara messing with that Civil War nonsense.
Hmm.
At some point, you gotta leave it to the kids.
Makes sense.
I want to thank you for coming back to save me.
I think Bolin has worked his way out of the polar bear doghouse.
Aww. I'm glad.
Kuvira is going to attack in 2 weeks.
2 weeks until she attacks. Okay. Okay. That was a wonderful episode. I enjoyed the hell out of that one. I've also been, I'm kind of always rewatching Avatar The Last Airbender, whether it be like watching it myself or watching reaction videos to it and stuff. There are still some YouTubers that are currently doing Avatar The Last Airbender reactions that I'm watching week to week. So because of that, I do tend to, you know, refresh myself on stuff from that show quite a lot. And so like seeing Toph in this episode and comparing it directly with the Toph that we knew in Avatar The Last Airbender, it's really nice to see the similarities there and how she's, you know, how she has changed over time. I mean, a lot of people have said, like, you know, she is the same, and even I said, like, she's the same Toph that we knew, you know. And like, yes and no, you know, I can definitely tell there's the result of a maturity within her, you know. And as I said in a previous episode, she originally had this immaturity to her based on her youth and rebelling of her parents that caused her hostility. And then as she grew older, it was her cranky, you know, curmudgeon-y, old person-y feelings that caused her hostility. So, and I mean, also in the center there was like entitlement and pressure that was causing her attitude. So I think through different points of her life, her attitude is inspired by these different emotions. But so it is kind of always present there. But I think like she might actually be entering a point in her life now where she hopefully will be somewhat at peace and won't have to be as aggressive, because Like, I think there is a bit of bitterness right now, because I do think she does care that her family isn't on great terms. You know, I do think that does bother her, but she's not the sort of person that wants to let that bother her, and she, you know, needs to put on a tough exterior. I mean, being tough and standing up to stuff and refusing to budge is literally how she earthbends. Like, when she taught Aang by telling him to stand still while she rolls a giant rock at him so he doesn't move out of the way. Like, that's her power is powered by being stubborn. So stubbornness is inherent to her character, like more so than almost any other character in the history of fiction. Hers powers her abilities, and she's one of the best earthbenders in the world. So that's saying something, you know? I think seeing in this episode, like, when Lin and Toph saw each other again for the first time in 20 years, and Lin goes, "Hey, Chief," and Toph goes, "Hey, Chief," like, that's really sad. I mean, like, there's a delivery of those lines that could have been, like, actually really cute, where it's like, sometimes there's moments where two people haven't seen each other a long time, and instead of having an emotional reunion, it's like they pick up where they left off, and that can be actually, like, quite a sweet thing, you know? Like, my best friend is a guy who currently doesn't live in the same city as me. He moved to a different state, and like, throughout our life, you know, we go long periods of time without being able to see each other at all, and we live quite different lives, but whenever we do have a chance to get back together, or like, you know, to talk on Discord or play a game together or something, we always are able to pick up exactly where we left off, like it's nothing, you know? And I always really appreciate that. This wasn't that. I mean, in a way it was. They did pick up where they left off, but the problem is they left off somewhere bad. So it's really sad that it wasn't like, "Mum, what are you doing here?" or whatever. It was, "Hey, Chief," you know? Which is just, it, like, she doesn't even call her mother. She was a police chief first, you know? She gives her the respect of her job title. But like, later in the episode, she did call her mum, and then she called her chief again later, but in a more endearing way. So yeah, that stuck out to me a lot. I want to keep down the Toph and Lin and stuff. I don't want to leave the Toph topic and then go back to it later. So I'm just reading through my notes to find the ones I have specifically about Toph and Lin and Sue. So yeah, like, I'm glad, as I said in this episode, I'm glad that Lin was able to get this stuff off her chest now, because with the Sue developments, it took her 2 full episodes of, like, most of the screen time to work through her issues with Sue, you know, to actually be able to talk to her about what was bothering her. But in this episode, you know, she was with her mum for like 2 scenes, and then she was like, "Okay, no, I'm not gonna bottle this up anymore. Here are my problems with you." And I appreciate that. That shows that the character has grown from her experiences in season 3. That's really good that they didn't just, like, I mean, they were definitely evoking the same sort of emotions, you know, when she gets with her family, this is the sort of person that comes out of her. But it was really nice that, like, that they had her take a different approach to it this time. And honestly, it was for the best, because, like, then Toph knew how she felt, and Toph was able to think it over and come back with a response by the end of the episode, which is very nice. I did, sorry, hold on. I had something on the bottom of my foot. I did appreciate Toph's apology. I don't know if she ever said, "I'm sorry," really. I think she said, like, "I know I wasn't a very good mother." Like, I mean, I would have liked more of maybe she said I'm sorry. I can't quite remember, but I didn't get the vibe of like necessarily an apology from that speech at the end. But she did say some very sweet things, which I think kind of balanced the scales a bit. She said in a, you know, a roundabout way, like, you know, I'm proud of you guys because you overcame the obstacle, which is me, which is like very kind of sad that she has to think of herself like that, and she has to confront that part of herself that just wasn't very good at being a parent. But like, I'm sure as her kid, that would be very relieving to hear, you know? Like, if you genuinely did think your parent was like neglectful and hurtful towards you, I feel like that would be a good thing for you to hear, so that you can help move forward when your parent says like, I'm sorry, I actually wasn't super great towards you, and I'm human. I hope you can forgive me for that, you know? I can't relate super hard to that. I would say both of my parents have been amazing to me my entire life. Obviously, as anyone has, there have been missteps here or there, but like, it's like they've just given me nothing but support my entire life. So I don't know how it would feel to hear your bad parent say stuff about themselves, because like, all props to my parents. They are not bad parents. So I also liked her like speech about how they said like, aren't you coming with us? And she's like, my back hurts, which I really appreciate her saying that sort of thing. Like, and also from a writing perspective, the writers being like, we can't just have the characters from the Avatar The Last Airbender come in and save the day all the time here. And here's our reason for it. They're fucking old. Like, Katara may be a master waterbender, but her on the battlefield, she might get herself killed. She might break something. And Toph is the same way, you know? She'll do it when it's really personal to her and she feels like she needs to, but with the fate of the world, like, you gotta leave it to the people who are currently the best. It reminded me a lot of the One Piece live action, where they have the running theme of like passing on to the new generation, you know? I thought that was a nice running theme of the One Piece live action. It's cool to see it here. So there, that's all the Toph stuff. Julie, I knew to trust you. I knew it. From the second she like betrayed Varrick, like I'm pretty sure I'm on point when I said that I think Julie was saying things she mostly felt and mostly, you know, like airing actual grievances of hers, but with the intention of doing the smart thing, which is probably saving Varrick and being able to slow down Kuvira's plans, you know? So I think because she's too smart of a woman to have fallen for Kuvira's bullshit, you know? Like, Julie is incredibly intelligent and always does what she needs to do and gets things done. So I had trust in her, and I'm so glad that I did. Also, because I know she's voiced by Stephanie Scher, right? Which is always a hard name for me to pronounce, and I don't know if I'm ever pronouncing it right. And I'm just double checking that this is the case before she's voiced by Stephanie Scher. Wow, Todd Habercorn does Batar Jr. Interesting. And the reason that is sort of like, I'm even mentioning that, some of you guys might not know who Stephanie Scher is. She's generally she's an anime voice actress, and she's quite a big one, you know? Like, she's not the biggest name out there, but she is a big name in anime voice acting, especially a little while ago. I don't know how much she's done recently, but a little while ago she used to be quite big. And she does very cutesy voices for a lot of her characters, and Julie is a very sort of normal, like, this is what I imagine Stephanie Scher probably sounds like normally, which is kind of surprising to me, because I keep, every time she speaks, in the back of my mind, I'm trying to listen for the sort of iconic candor that I'm used to from that voice actress, and I can't hear it. I just can't hear it at all, which I guess is like, that's props to her that her voice is actually malleable enough to have me not recognize her. But yeah, great, really good. Was there something else? Oh yeah, the spirits won't fucking help us, which, like, they're kind of dicks. Look, I understand. I'm kind of an anti-spirit guy in Avatar. This might be controversial, but I think for the most part, 99% of spirits I think are dicks, and I dislike them. Like, even I'm talking like even Rava, you know. I'm just going through in my head. It's Rava and Vatu. Okay, yeah, that's right. I was hoping I wasn't saying the wrong name there. Even Rava, genuinely, like, I think from the first second we saw Rava, and Rava was like, "You stupid human, humans suck, you're so ugly and smelly and awful, you disgusting human." Like, it was just like Rava came from, like, Rava was supposed to be like the spirit of light or whatever, and like immediately did a stupid thing in not cueing the human into what was going on. And then blamed the human for all of it, and then was mistrustful for a long time. Not that I don't understand it, okay? Not that I don't understand why Rava was like that, but that was just, I think that was like really shitty of Rava to do. Most of the fucking spirits we see in the show, in any of these shows, have been kind of dicks in a way. They seem like pretty selfish creatures, if you can call them that, overall. And I think this is kind of driving it home, where, like, spirits, they look out for themselves, and they said, like, hey, we don't meddle in human affairs and stuff. But kind of the whole purpose of what Korra was trying to do by keeping the spirit portals open is making this agreement of, look, spirits and humans, we need to learn to live together. And when you're learning to live together, part of that is we protect our worlds together. Korra protected the shit out of the spirit world and everything, and all the spirits there and shit. Like, she's done a lot for the spirits, I feel like. And, like, she could be doing, she is actually trying to keep the spirits happy by stopping Kuvira from mining these vines and all of that. She's constantly doing stuff for them, and the spirits are like, yeah, but kind of not our problem. Go fuck yourself, you know? I think it's horrible. I think they're dicks, because this is like, I agree also that there are a lot of humans out there, probably maybe even like a majority of humans at this point, that are like mistrustful of spirits and don't give a shit about their day-to-day and wouldn't protect them. But the point is, Korra is trying to get them all to work together, and like the spirits right now basically said, like, nah, we ain't doing that. So look, hopefully they're gonna redeem themselves by the end of the season, because if not, like, genuinely fuck spirits. Like, I from the start of Avatar, The Last Airbender, like, the spirit characters have been a very cool backdrop to the show, and have afforded the show some really interesting and fun narrative techniques. But I've never been like, man, spirits are good. Like, I've never thought that they were good, morally good characters, and this is just showing more and more, like, it's sort of confirming that bias of mine over and over and over, you know. So I'm excited to see if they explore that a little bit more at the end here. I feel like they might, because it feels like Korra is not quite gonna give up on that yet, but I guess we'll see. I really hope that like this season, like my hope for the end of the season is that the Korra ends up getting the spirits to help, and a sort of like in a way where it's like the spirits are going to hopefully continue to help into the future, because that would be a great Avatar thing to do, is if she could actually properly unite the spirits and the humans a little bit more than they are now. Anyway, I need to go to bed. It's 4:42 a.m. So thank you so much for joining me for this video. Please support the video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing, and go to my Patreon account in the description below for full-length early access and exclusive videos. You can get the next like 4 episodes, which is like all of the episodes, on my Patreon account right now. So go finish The Legend of Korra on there if you want. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.